You know that feeling when something in your life just works? That's probably data analytics. It's the secret sauce, the invisible magic that's quietly running our world. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you how it all happens.
Here's a thought for you. You have already used data analytics a dozen times today. Yep, even before your first cup of chai. The crazy part is, you probably didn't even notice. So, can you guess where?
All right, first up, the big reveal. We're going to walk through your day, but this time, we're going to see it through the eyes of data. We'll keep it simple and break it down into 3 parts: morning, lunch, and evening. At every step, we'll uncover the data wizardry that you've probably been taking for granted. Okay, so picture this. You wake up and you actually feel good, not so groggy. Why? Well, there's a good chance your smart alarm wasn't just a timer. It was actually analyzing your sleep cycles to wake you up at the perfect, lightest moment. That's not magic, that's analytics. Then, what do most of us do? Grab our phones, right? You open up YouTube and boom, your favorite music playlist is right there, front and center. Not the morning news you dread. How did it know? It's been learning your habits, predicting your mood. Kind of creepy, kind of cool.
Fast forward to lunchtime. You're hungry, you order from Swiggy or Zomato. Your food arrives surprisingly fast. Now think about it. That's not just one delivery. The app is solving this insane logistical puzzle, juggling maybe 50 other orders in your neighborhood all at once just to get your biryani to you while it's still hot.
And that payment you just made, the second you hit pay, your banking app did something mind-blowing. It instantly checked your transaction against more than 200 different known fraud patterns. And get this, it did all of that, all 200 plus checks, in just 0.3 seconds. I mean, that's literally faster than you can blink. That's the invisible shield protecting your money every single day. Okay, evening. Time to head home. You pull up Google Maps. Now, here's the really cool part. It's not just showing you the current traffic. No, it's using data from thousands of other phones to predict what the traffic will be like 30 minutes from now. It's basically a time machine for your commute. And finally, you're home. Kicking back with some Netflix. Ever wonder why it just works? No buffering, no pixelated mess? That's because Netflix is analyzing your internet connection 100 times every single second, constantly adjusting and tweaking to make sure your show is perfect. It's working harder than you are. Look, all that stuff is cool, it makes our lives easier, but that's just the beginning. The real story, the big story, is how analytics is doing so much more. We're talking about, well, saving the world. And I'm not being dramatic. We're going to look at 3 areas where the impact is just massive: healthcare, farming, and of course, education. These aren't just small tweaks, these are life-changing breakthroughs. Let's start with healthcare. In hospitals in Kerala, they're using data to predict which patients might get a serious infection, a full 24 hours before any symptoms even show up. The result? They are saving over 1,000 lives every single year. That's 1,000 families that stay whole. Now let's go to a farm in Punjab. Farmers are using apps that look at satellite images. The app tells them, hey, water this spot, but not that one. The results are just staggering. One farmer cut his water use by 40%, which is huge, and got 25% more crops. Less resources, more food. That's a win-win for everyone.
And what about education? Think about Khan Academy. Their AI doesn't just give you problems. It watches how you solve them. It sees where you get stuck, where you hesitate, and then it creates brand new practice problems just for you. It's like giving every single child in the world their very own personal tutor.
So all of this is already happening, and it's amazing. But now things are about to get supercharged. A massive upgrade is here, and its name is generative AI. So what's the big deal? Well, traditional analytics was great at telling you what happened. Hey, sales dropped last month. Useful, but limited. Gen AI tells you why they dropped, and then it tells you what to do next, all in plain, simple English. This analogy is just perfect. It's like going from a calculator to a personal math tutor. The calculator gives you the answer, sure, but the tutor explains the concept, shows you the way, and actually makes you smarter. That's the leap we're talking about. So, what's the one big thing you need to remember from all of this? The main takeaway. It's simple, really, but it's profound. Data is absolutely everything. And where does all this powerful data come from? You, us. Every click, every search, every time you buy something online, you're creating a tiny piece of this giant puzzle. You are the source. This has completely changed the game for businesses. The ones who get it, the ones who learn to listen to this data, they're the ones who win. And the ones who stick their heads in the sand and ignore it, well, they just vanish.
And if you need proof, just think about Nokia. For years, they were the undisputed kings, right? Everyone had a Nokia phone, but they missed the boat on smartphones, on apps, on the new data-driven world. They ignored the data, and they became a memory. It's a harsh but powerful lesson.
So I'll leave you with this thought. Your data, my data, our data, it's literally the building block for the world of tomorrow. The question isn't whether it's being used, it's how. So knowing what you know now about its power, what are you going to